lived in New Atlantis almost my entire life, and I had no idea this place even existed. The UC certainly excels at keeping secrets.
Da freue ich, dass du hier sein darfst. Jetzt aber die Tür öffnen.
I'll be fine. You go on ahead.
Jo. Du musst hier bleiben. Und hier wurde nicht gefragt.
Welcome, Captain. Please, come down and approach the intercom. You and I should chat.
Okay. Achso, ich soll mich da hinsetzen.
President Abeyo was kind enough to give me a few files to peruse. Quite the series of accomplishments you've managed.
Mhm.
But now you face a foe unlike any other. An invisible enemy, lurking in the shadows. You're going to need all the help you can get. Which is why I hoped we could speak. Do you know who I am?
Woher denn? Okay, das ist ein Schimmer.
I'm Francois Sanon.
Oh.
But most know me as Victus.
Der lebt noch?
During the Colony War.
Hä? Haben die mich dadurch zum Tode verurteilt?
If you believe the slates, I was to be executed for my crime.
Ja.
But the previous regime deemed me too valuable to simply
Deswegen
discard.
darf ich es niemandem erzählen.
So they put me here. A sacrifice on the altar of peace. Even my death served the colonies.
Mhm. Das jetzt sich nochmal allerdings nicht überlegen.
Captain, please. There are no clean hands in galactic politics. We all do what we must to keep ourselves safe. Which, right now, means finding a way to protect the United Colonies and beyond from additional terramorph attacks. An effort you and my progeny Hadrian have already made impressive progress on. And I'd like to help.
Mhm.
Though I am curious. Has she shared with you the nature of our little family?
Sie haben erzählt, dass sie dein Klon ist, ja.
Did she? So willing to trust Hadrian. I never did succeed in driving that out of her. Our relationship has always been a challenging one. The Major was born to become a great leader, carry on the legacy I established, and was given all the finest training to support it. And she excelled. But the universe cut all that short. Now, though, it's placed even more crucial work in front of the two of you. And I think I have a part to play in helping you accomplish what you've set out to do.
Mhm.
After some long
Mir
years
das
of
nicht
mistrust of
bringen
this
kann.
current regime, the UC has been permitting me to work alongside one of their recovery teams, helping them gather intelligence on, locate, and organize scenarios to lure in some of the criminals that evaded justice after the Colony War. With quite a few successes, I might add. But in the process, I managed to find something else. The names and locations of Hadrian and Percival's old research team. Valuable manpower for the effort you're about to embark on.
Mhm.
I'll tell you where they are, but in exchange, I need something dealt with.
Okay.
There is a former colleague of mine, a man by the name of Dr.
Bin ehrlich gesagt so auf der irgendwo. Er ist jetzt für irgendwelche eingesperrt, süß. So stark ist eh nicht so. Außerdem kann er sich auch ein bisschen helfen. Im Geheimen. Das ist ja eh so eine Geheimorganisation, oder?
Mech weapons were his specialty. If it dealt death, he could make a deal more.
Okay, das klingt auch nach einem netten Zeitgenossen.
He fled, refusing to face tribunal, and has continued to peddle his skills to the highest bidder to this day. want you to track him down and deal with him. However you're able. I'm not expecting he'll come quietly. Bring me evidence that the job's done, and I'll tell you what I know. You can certainly try, but the man's been out there 20 years. He's likely gone feral by now. Easier for all if you simply blow up his ship and be done with it. If that's what you require to sleep at night, so be it. According to my information, he's been hiding around the world area. Wolf system. There's a star station in the vicinity. The Den. The head of the local vanguard, one Captain Marquez, should be able to help you find our man.
Okay. Hey.
Captain, did your meeting go well? I hope it's clear now why we needed you to agree to all the secrecy.
Jo. Ihr habt ja diskutiert Kriegsverbrechen. Keller.
Captain, please, keep your voice down. The situation with the prisoner is a complex one. A holdover from a different era. But it's a situation we've been managing as discreetly and humanely as we can for some time now. And the most critical part of that management is making sure no one else learns of it. Do I make myself clear?
Ja, ist gut. That's für mich.
Good. Because bringing this up to the outside world would create the unfair appearance, Captain, that you're unhinged. And that's not a good look for any of us. Now, was there something in particular you needed to discuss about what we were just discussing? Dr. Reginald Orlaise? He's finally found him. Of course, killing Orlaise is completely out of the question. But bringing him to justice... He's been on the lam for years. That'd be a huge win for the UC. What's being offered in return?
Und das sollte mitgeben mit seinem Forschungsteam.
Really? He found the members of the research team. We'd already initiated a search for them, but it'd save a lot of time and manpower if he just gave us that information. Captain, if that's the deal, you have my endorsement. Just so long as you make every effort to bring the man in alive. Now, was there anything else you wanted to discuss regarding your meeting?
No, ein bisschen
The
dazu.
Den? It's a star station, orbiting Wolf, the second star station actually to bear that title. The first one was blown to smithereens by House Varun during the Serpent's Crusade. The place has always acted as a remote strategic hub, primarily for repairing and refueling UC military vessels. But because of its distance from the rest of the UC, things there have always been a little more lax. Patrols included. I can think of worse places in the galaxy for a criminal to hide out.
Police station outside.
Trusting the man downstairs would be a mistake. But I don't think you need to be too concerned. This is far from the first name he's handed over, and all previous missions went off largely without a hitch.
Ich glaube auch nicht, dass
So
der
I'd certainly warrant caution. I think you can proceed.
Ich glaube auch nicht, dass er Hey!
Looking to lodge a complaint? Then you want UC security, not the Vanguard.
Du selbst so mein Gott. Super Dorfwacht.
Oh, so you are. Sorry about that, Captain. People mistake us for peacekeepers most days. Wasn't expecting someone from the actual military. So, what can I do for you?
Schnell Orlaise. Heißt du Künstler, oder?
Orlaise. Doesn't ring a bell. Anything you can tell me about him?
Ich weiß nicht, wer Künstler. Und schafft er wegen Kriegsverbrechen gesucht wird.
Seriously? Out here? Surprised they didn't send out a general notice he's in town. Though, I guess there's less a chance he bolts if they keep it hush. But I expect we would have heard something... Wait... The Warlock! There's been rumor of a ship out there for years now. Doesn't respond to hails, never docks. More than a few amateur investigators have tried to find it. And at least 2 never came back.
Ah,
Aetherius debris fields are plenty dangerous if you're not used to flying in them. But if you're suggesting it might not have been the fields that got them, well, I can give you the coordinates of the Warlock's last sighting. Can't think of a better spot your Orlays might be hiding.
Here we go.
Sure thing. Here, this should get you pointed in the right direction. Go get your man.
Ich war Chefs Ehrenwaffe.
Endless boy, who is this you've brought me? More scrap for the field. Savor your last moments, moat. All systems. Shoot them down. Allow me to return the favor. You will need to try harder.
Ey, du, ich will an die andocken.
That was luck.
Das bin ich nicht mehr. Das ist down.
Yeah.
Sorry. No, no.
Welcome back, Captain. Do you have some news for me regarding Dr. Orlays?
Dann gibt es einmal zu weniger.
So he didn't come quietly then, as I suspected. I presume you have evidence of this.
Das wäre was. Das ist ja nicht.
Excellent.
Ich bin hier.
Please, deposit it in the transfer system.
Auf.
Transfer accepted.
Would you look at that? Kept it all these years. Some simply couldn't let go of that old world.
So, einsetzen.
This is fine work, Captain. I can ensure the remaining team members find their way to the Red Devil's headquarters. Except for one. That one you'll need to collect yourself. His name is Kaiser. You can find him on the Freestar world of Nira, wandering the battlefield there.
Okay.
The area was ground zero for xeno-weapon deployments during the war, so I would arm yourself appropriately. And I think you'll want to check in with Hadrian and Dr. Walker before paying it a visit. Kaiser will likely have security protocols you'll need their help to overcome.
Okay,
Of
cool.
course, we're protecting the galaxy, Captain. We'll need every tool at our disposal.
Schönen Tag noch.